Hi, I'm Scotty with Scotty of All Trades. Today we're going to show you how to butcher a chicken. You're obviously going to need a chicken to butcher. One that's like this is frozen. Put it in the fridge to defrost for a day or two. The sharpest knife that you have, a medium size like this, will work just fine. In the video we used a fillet knife that's a little bit flexible, and it's your choice which one to use.
Okay, first step, you're going to go down the center of the chicken where the wishbone is, and you're going to start on that first, this is the left side breast, going all the way down, getting underneath it. Then you're just going to come around to the other side. Careful not to cut the leg underneath or your fingers. It's always best to cut away from you, and this piece is almost off here. Then we're going to go ahead and pull off the little breast tender. That just pulls right off. I just set it aside to use later. Definitely have a cutting board ready to put all your pieces. You're going to need that to cut through some of the other leg portions. Now we're starting on the right hand side here. Obviously go down the right side of the wishbone, getting as close to that bone as possible. If there's a little meat left on, don't stress about it too much. That'll be some good meat for your soup later on. It almost tears away from the side once you get about halfway down. You can see it'll be one nice big chunk. Again, continue down. Little right side of the wishbone gave me a little bit of trouble there. And then see how I grab it with one thing, and then I again cut underneath to disassemble or disattach it from the rest of the chicken. Again, I always want to slice away from you, push away from you with the knife. And we're going to pull that breast tender off again. Alright, two breasts are done. Next we're going to go with the front wing. This is the right arm. You're going to spin that to break the joint. You're going to come up right through that cartilage, and it'll come off completely. And break the little joint of the wing. Put it on the board to finish it. Makes it a lot easier. And there's your chicken wings. Same thing with the other side. Break that joint first. Kind of spin it. Find out where the ball and socket joint is. You're gonna go right through. Again, break the elbow. And right where that joint is, you're gonna come and cut through completely. You can take the smaller wing portion off at the tip, but you don't have to. Next, we're going to work on the leg quarter. We're just pulling the skin from the rest of the carcass, trying to get a better look at everything. We're going to break that joint, pull it straight up, and coming right from the back of the wishbone, right from the tail section, we're going to cut right through. And again, move your finger, watch your thumb. Sometimes you can peel that apart and get a better look in there, but once you do it a few times, it'll just completely cut right straight through. Watch that flap of skin. Gonna cut that off. Same thing in the front. Again, make sure you're using a sharp knife. Ours is a little bit on the dull side, so it takes a little bit of sawing to get through. And you can leave it as a whole quarter, or you can break the joint right here and get your drumstick and your leg quarter. Thigh, excuse me. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. If you can, try to break that joint, wiggle it, find out where it's at. Just by lifting up, you can kind of feel where the two halves are coming together, and you're going to go right down that line. Try and pull that joint apart, and get back in there to finish the rest. Usually you can't always go through at that angle. You need to come back from the other side. Again, push away from yourself to get through the rest. break the joint, give it a twist, and then put it on the cutting board to cut through. And one nice adaptation is to keep it in the sink. Gives you a little bit more leverage as you're cutting down, as opposed to having it on your counter. Then if it slips or slides, it's not going to fall off your cutting board or hit the floor or the counter. Here we're just pulling some of the rest of the skin off. We're going to use the rest of the chicken carcass to throw in a pot to make some stock. Here I'm just inserting the neck back into the cavity of the bird. That's going to be some good flavor. You don't need all that skin. And any fat from the chicken is going to float to the top as you're boiling it. Just put it in the refrigerator, let it cool down completely, and that will form a nice white layer at the top. And you can pull all that extra fat off that you don't want. Thanks for watching. Hope this demonstration gives you a little better idea of what's involved when dismantling a chicken. Definitely fun to do. You can save some money by doing it yourself, and it's not as hard as you might think.